I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't run one, this true, change the back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 949, Tuesdays. We're going to talk about professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the social medias in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ready to have some fun with you guys tonight. First of all, the presider over Mayhem Mania that we're getting to later this evening, the Riz, is with us. Riz?
I'm confused.
On what?
The thing that happened like seconds before the show.
That's okay. You're supposed to kayfabe what happens during the intro so we can get into the show like we know what we're doing, Riz.
Do I look like I know what I'm doing?
Moving on from the Riz, we also have some guests in here. It is pit fight season, and so the pit fight crew is with us. We filled the studio. Look at this. There's so many people in here. Of course, the crew from the is it a pit fight club? Is it officially? Kyle from Pit Fight, who's been here several times, and of course, this Friday at University of Pitt, Greensburg is going to be Pit Fight, and we're back at it again. How you doing?
We're doing.
And we have with us. Hold on, I have a list of all the names here. So, because there's new people, and I was getting used to it. Liam is here. Hello, Liam.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Sydney.
Hello.
And Delilah.
Hi.
All part of the wrestling club. We'll have some questions. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. This is a school club that puts on a professional wrestling show every year. And what was it, the fifth time that we've done this? We'll be talking about that. Very exciting, very cool thing you guys are doing, and definitely something that we look forward to year to year that we get to help out with now with IndieWrestling.us. But as great and important as that is that you're doing, the more important thing that everybody is talking about is John Cena and that poor kid in the front row. So John Cena, they were in Barcelona, I think I said it right, in Spain, which is very cool also that they've been doing. SmackDown was in Barcelona was Friday.
Barcelona was,
and as for SmackDown, this was in Brussels. Which I had to look up where they're at. Actually, I didn't do that yet. I literally don't know where in Europe they were. I don't know where Brussels is. And when they were talking and everybody was chanting in English, I wanted to know what language they usually speak. English is not one of the three languages that were listed when I looked it up. So it was like, okay, here we go. But again, it's so, prevalent, I'm sure, that everybody knew to chance. And I'm sure English is like a fourth language or something for them there. But anyways.
Wrestling is universal, Sorg. It
is universal, isn't it? But John Cena explained everything, left no stone unturned, gave a I hate the internet speech, basically, and I think came from a very, very real place. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts with that promo last night?
I mean, and I've seen a lot of people say this, like a lot of other wrestlers say this. Mm-hmm. That was one of the best promos in wrestling. Mm-hmm. Period. He came out there and go, now that I'm a heel, now that you don't like me, I'm not going to change my music. I'm not going to change what I wear. I'm not going to do any of that. And he just laid out why he's going to do it. Because the people that booed him don't owe him. He doesn't owe them shit. Mm-hmm. And that was perfect. Mm-hmm. And yeah, poor kid. That poor kid's gonna have nightmares.
That cutaway to that poor
John
kid
Cena
that looked like he was about to cry.
Brussels.
Because he was like this kid over here. He's basically like, fuck this kid.
And he's dressed in his John Cena merch. He's
I'm seeing if I can find a picture of this kid. Yes. Oh no, Kotaku has it actually. This is all of us. Like,
Closer.
and
Zoom
the
in.
kid's in Brussels. He
Zoom
bought
in.
the new stuff. I mean, look at the paint on. Look at this. I don't even know.
those
And
are
again,
real tears.
they're
about to
they're
come
in
out of that
Brussels.
kid's
I don't
eyes.
even know to what extent he understands what's going on. Versus, this mom though. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
loves-
know.
she loves it.
This is she's got some opinions, but this is like. I think this was most of us when he turned at Elimination Chamber, actually. So he still has the sticker on. Look at that. So, and now obviously, I had it. So I do a podcasting class, an intro to podcasting class at Point Park University, and we kind of talk current events. And I was like, so everybody saw like I introduced it this way. I was like, class. About 10 students that attended. I was like, did you guys see the news of the greatest betrayal in American history last week? The most devastating news to, America that we could possibly see. And of course, I'm talking about the John Cena heel turn. Okay. And it went where it went. Also, we had to explain why it was a big deal to a couple of the students. So you guys are a little bit younger than us. Is the John Cena turn such a big deal for you guys as well? Being obviously a little new, haven't been around since Hulk Hogan, for instance, like me,
And to a lesser extent, Stone Cold.
and let's just stay Stone Cold. So.
Well, I'd probably have to say yes and no, not so much for me. I have always been like a fan of him, but like I've never been a diehard fan.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually one of the wrestlers like I was okay with. I always wanted like Randy Orton to punt his face in 2009 or something like that, or CM Punk to always beat him in WrestleMania.
You're a heel fan, aren't you?
A little bit.
Okay.
But it was very shocking, especially for his last year, to see him disappoint everyone, but also, for the heel fans, give us what we wanted,
Mm-hmm. It is something that we've all been kind of asking for like 15 years, especially when they were still like a super baby face winning all the matches, John Cena. What about you, Kyle?
I'm okay. I really like the promo. Kind of felt a little Toy Story-esque when he started talking about Cody there for a minute. But I mean, like, kind of the first angles that I saw with John Cena were kind of the aftermath of the pipe bomb when I started watching, and then Embrace the Hate John Cena. So definitely a lot more, standardized, like kind of more feeling towards it than John Cena looking angrily in the camera because Kane threw Zack Ryder down some stairs.
Poor Zack Ryder. Poor Zack Ryder. Could have had Eve Torres, I'd say Chelsea's a very good rebound.
Yeah,
So.
that's an upgrade, I think.
It is, yeah, it is a little bit of an upgrade. They go to Disney all the time, apparently. So I was watching that video. What about you girls?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Don't worry about taking turns on this show if you haven't figured that out now. Just break in on it, okay? Just make sure you're not stopping on poor Riz out on Zoom land over there.
I don't think either of us really grew up in like the world of wrestling, and I think for me, just like seeing how everybody reacted to John Cena turning, and like I think the biggest moment was like seeing his face change on the camera and then watching everybody else's reactions. Like my social media was not quiet about it for at least a month. I'm still getting videos about it. So I think seeing everybody was really funny.
Oh, you?
Yeah, same thing. Definitely. I know John Cena, like, the people that I've been around have always mentioned him. And also learning what the difference is between being a heel and being Eve.
Babyface.
Babyface, sorry. I think it's a definitely crazy turn, but like it's really cool to see, like, for his farewell to like do something different and I guess unexpected for a lot of people. So
Yeah, we talked about last week over the last couple of weeks over this. Like, he did it at the point where it probably would make the most impact, right? You know, like it's the right time, like, you know, for something like this. And timing is so much in these things. So, Riz, you got any more thoughts from last night and that anything else that stuck out to you?
We still don't know who the American American Alpha Academy.
That luchador American-made fan, you mean?
Yeah,
that's
American
been coming
made.
out.
Do we though? Do we know?
Like, he's in the ring now for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I think I saw that in the ring. It was weird because it was still at work. Okay. It's still.
Oh
weird.
yeah, Raw started at like 3 p.m., didn't it? Our time on the East Coast, and I think it's going to be like 4 o'clock next week. Yeah. The wild thing is, I ended up watching Raw the closest to the normal time possible, like at 8 o'clock. I never get to do that, so just how my day turned out. But anyways, is everybody liking their early matinee Monday Night Raws? So I don't mind it. You know, keep this up.
Yeah,
but,
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I actually got out of class and I saw it and I'm like, no way. I was excited. Also, I'm just saying that was a picture perfect suplex. So I don't know what other luchador could do that.
No. No, there's a lot of fun with that. So and I believe that were there promos for Rey Fenix, we think they popped up on SmackDown? Maybe a Rey Fenix. Or Phoenix,
it was
or
just
Ray.
like an orange background with fog and some.
Just Ray.
What's that?
Just Ray.
Just Ray.
Is this going to be another Ray?
Yeah, it's like, we can't use Ray. That's confusing, brother.
Yeah.
You know, we already have a Ray. You can't have two Rays. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes there. But no, Raw was a lot of fun last night. SmackDown was on fire too. Like, that is, I love going. Again, it's like step up American audiences if you want stuff in your town. Like, I hope when they come back to Pittsburgh for Raw, we just go bonkers because we haven't had it for a while, right? So he goes like, well, we did get Payback. So again, that's the first pay-per-view we had since we ruined the Royal Rumble and CM Punk and booed.
Wait, was it Payback or was it Roadblock?
We had Payback. Well, did we have Roadblock?
I thought Roadblock was first.
That didn't count.
Okay,
Did we get? No, or was it a fast lane?
It was fast lane.
It was something car related. Fast lane doesn't
fast lane.
count. Right. Yeah. Was that the one? That's right. Was that the one where we were counting down every minute of the Iron Man match? Dolph versus Seth. Oh, Seth, we were so bad. We were such a
sitting
bad
behind
crowd.
Production that entire time, and
they were going nuts.
You can tell Vince was on the microphone, like on the comms, asking what the hell's going on.
I feel like you saw a little bit of like them pulling their headsets out to be like, yep, okay,
yeah.
And then they took the timer away and we booed
until we booed them until they brought it back.
So bad, so bad. Yeah. We did not deserve a pay-per-view for a while after that. So, but we did pay back, and I think we were pretty okay. So we behaved for that one, but they also gave us Rhea Ripley, so we had a lot to distract us with. But anyways, so we'll talk a little bit more about this. But in the meantime, I want to give some shout outs. We got the pit crew. I keep the pit crew, like you're in NASCAR or something. Like the pit. You know what? Hey, if there's anything that happens on the show and you gotta like fix a rope or something like that, you might be the pit crew.
That's true.
At that point, you know. So, but anyways, thank you everybody that does support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. 'Tis the season of Mayhem Mania, and then we'll have some special fun stuff here coming up in the next few weeks. But thank you everybody that does support the show over there at patreon.com/. Wrestling Mayhem Show. What show is this? And of course, we do have the Patreon feed. You get to see a little bit before the show, after the show. We just go all night from Awesome Cast on, so you can get a little bit of everything as part of that. And of course, the Patreon after show that we usually have on these things too. So we had a lot of fun. Not this one, but we talked with Pittsburgh Hills on Instagram on Awesome Cast before, and our friend Yinza, the Pittsburgh Luchador, was actually on there on my street 2 blocks away. So that was like, okay, you guys are like in my neighborhood. We need to have you on the podcast, you know, kind of, and hanging with our buddies. But thank you everybody that does support the show over there at Patreon, including our friends at the fan of the show level. Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as Team Hammerfist, Tupac family, Bubba Brewer of the Triple B podcast and APWF, and Jason French at the Poppy Club level. Hey, Poppy's coming to Pittsburgh on Saturday. I got a ticket. If anybody wants to go to Poppy with me, let me know. Like I'm just the GA floor or whatever. Dave, Prop Bonner, and Rats in a Trench Coat. Tony Kincaid at the Pizza Club level. The Riz, and at the manager level, Bradley. No, not Bradley. There you go. There you go. There you go. Not the buff eagle thing. That's oh, by the way, speaking of the buff eagle, intern John is back on the line with us this week. So I'm sure that's going to be...
that means the buff eagle... Wait. I don't know if my thing is working because I put in earbuds. Fun fact, my smoke alarm has been going off this entire time.
Jeez.
And it's driving me actually insane. But anyway, the buff eagle has made a return to the Mayhem Nation Twitter account. The buff eagle is always with us.
That's right, in our hearts and our souls and such. But there you go. And, of course, we got the Bradley spot there. Thank you for that, Riz.
Yeah, of course. Anytime.
As you do.
Anytime.
There you go. That's a good wedgie right there. That's a 10 out of 10.
That's some
wedgie.
height right there.
That is it. Like, he got lifted off his feet for that one. So weird things happen in West Virginia. Let's see what's going on here. From the chat room, really cracked the crowd loudly chanting "Shut the fuck up" at John Cena was one of the craziest things to happen in WWE television in 2025. Fuck the Hulk Hogan. Okay. Yes, in Europe, most people speak multiple languages and understand English. Yeah, I know, probably, I guess. John, also, Ponder says, are we checked on the man who Cena broke his heart or truth?
Oh. I was gonna say Lunchbox too.
Like, we told does Lunchbox know yet? He hasn't watched wrestling in forever.
I have broken the news to Lunchbox.
Lunchbox is one of the OGs, one of the originals on the Mayhem Show, some 900 shows ago. So yeah,
949 shows.
949.
Right there.
Yeah, I moved that because we was on top of Liam's face, so we fixed that. So we had a little forced perspective going on here, so we had to do some adjustments here. Anyways, so there was. Oh, did I put a link in here? There was something that came up here. Oh God, I gotta find this now. I'm not. So there was. Karrion Kross apparently has a book. Have you seen this? It's not being advertised on WWE. Also, like Saraya also has a book out of nowhere too. So I thought that was interesting.
Wait, who?
Saraya
Okay.
Paige. Sorry, what did I say?
I thought I heard Sonny for some reason.
And for no reason, I'm just going to show you this picture of the Beastman, and George in the background. So I'm just gonna show you that. I mean, that is just so. What a great weekend, Husk. So there you go, checking in on the Beastman apparently. So there was this book that came up in my Instagram feed, and I had to share it with our friends. We have a great chat going on. Oh, there it is. We have a great chat going on over there at the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook group. And hold on, I got here. We just got to get reactions here. This is the book cover if you're on with us on video. Look at that blue steel look from Karrion Kross. He's got this like Fabio kind of shirt going on here. Like he's walking on a beach or some stuff. The book is autographed edition, quantities limited. Life is Fighting by Kevin Roberts. Kezer? I've never seen his real name. WWE superstar Karrion Kross. So there's this. Okay, so you got this situation here, and I'm like, there's no way this is a real book. So the beautiful thing is, because the internet is what it is these days, I believe Dave Potter went and went to AI, and because there's something like, hey, this looks like a fragrance commercial or something, right? So, excuse me while I present to you Doom by Karrion Kross. Tagline, smell the end, own the beginning. Now, this is a commercial concept that's provided here. So we're going to read this, and we're going to use the theater of the mind, everybody, okay?
Time out for a minute.
Okay.
What was that tagline?
Hold on. Smell the end. Own the beginning.
That sounds like
Like what, Riz?
like somebody's at the middle of a human centipede sword.
Oh. Huh. Okay, well, with that visual on our heads, I will continue.
Good.
The scene opens in a dimly lit, fog-filled alley. A lone man in a suit walks confidently, his footsteps echoing. The camera cuts to flashes of a clock ticking down, sand slipping through an hourglass, and thunder rumbling in the distance. Narrator, deep, ominous tone. Time waits for no one. Power is seized, not given. Destiny bows only to those who command it. Cut to Karrion Kross, standing under a flickering streetlight. Dressed in a tailored black coat, he smirks, spraying doom onto his wrist. As he moves forward, shadows seem to retreat. Strangers turn their heads as he passes, captivated, intimidated, drawn in. Narrator, this is more than a scent. It's an omen, an aura of dominance, a warning. A slow motion shot of a woman in a dark red dress closing her eyes as she catches the scent, exhaling with an almost hypnotic expression. A rival fighter in a gym stops mid-punch, eyes narrowing as Kross walks past. The hourglass from earlier shatters. Karrion Kross is a voiceover. Tick, tock. The screen cuts black. The words Doom by Karrion Kross appear in bold red letters. Narrator whispering, smell the end. Own the beginning.
I'm sorry, what is this?
AI.
AI generated by Dave Bonner of a fragrance commercial based on and inspired by this image of Karrion Kross.
I just want to smell like doom.
Yes.
It was unclear to me what I was hearing all the words you were saying, but there really was no way that I could make up the context of that.
It was very descriptive, though, wasn't it?
Crazy fanfic.
You know, I mean, I want to shoot this now.
Smell the doom.
Smell the doom. Smell the end, own the beginning. Come on. So wasn't there was another image that came up with this, I think, that somebody developed. No, there's Jey Uso with a giant phone. That's not it. And then here is your artwork. So was the Aya de Parfum? Is that like French for perfume or something at the bottom? So there you go. Thank you to our artistic damn it. Well, there you go. Riz, how do you rate that?
I
couldn't rate that.
The robots have a long way to go.
Are you sure about that? I thought that was fantastic. That's better than some scripts I've gotten professionally.
Smell the beginning?
Yes.
I mean, it would be better.
Smell the end, own the beginning.
Oh, smell
the end. Do I have to really deep into this concept for you right here?
Still, it would have been better if they
have you seen a perfume commercial or a cologne commercial before?
Do I look like I use cologne or perfume, Sorg?
I know, but you watch television allegedly.
I do. Sometimes.
So, there you go. That's provocative. Jeez. Would you improve on this? Do you have any notes? Do we have any notes from our panel?
I mean, go ahead.
So I looked up what eau de parfum means.
Oh, yes.
And it's just perfume water. I knew that I took like 3-4 years of French, and I was like, I think is water, but like duh is of, but like it's weird and it flips, and so I was like, it's perfume water. So there's
water of perfume, perfume of water.
I don't.
Okay, liquid.
Yeah,
maybe just liquid. Okay.
Basically, scented water is. That's exactly.
That's basically what perfume is.
Exactly.
Scented water.
Yeah.
A bottle of scented water.
Yeah.
You know.
I was gonna say, like, what's the scent? like fire and brimstone.
I think we described it right there. I mean, if you don't have it from that illustrative situation, I don't know what we're doing, right? So, yes, but
it smells like the end.
It smells like the end, but gives you confidence to own the beginning. Obviously,
but if it's the end, why are you?
I don't see where the problem is here. So, oh God, I need to read entire sentences because I stopped at Natalia announced that she's putting out, and the next line was a book this year.
She's putting out a what?
She's putting out a. Natalia's putting out a book, which I think she's at the point that we can do that. But yeah. So thank you, True Prince Pro, for letting us know that. Yeah, she has one. Like I said, Paige has one. So it's time for everybody to do their books, apparently. So hey, whatever. When you're not being used on TV. So I don't know what to do with this. I almost want this to be the show title. But anyways, so Smell the Doom with the Pit Fight Crew is the show title. Perfect. Maybe this will help you for your theming for next year's show, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah, Pit Fight, the Pit Fight of Doom.
Pit Fight owned the beginning.
Own the beginning.
Own the beginning.
We begin again. Own the beginning again. Doom.
Next year's going to be own the beginning.
Yes.
And then the year after that is going to be the smell of the end.
Do you have a flower sponsor?
We need one now.
Yeah.
There was I was very impressed. There was what was the name of that match? It was the it was Final Flowers match between EC3 and Holiday, and it was a casket match basically, but the whole thing was you had to put the flowers from the wreath on the casket to finish the match, and they got a floral sponsor to provide the flowers.
That's pretty
Because somebody handed me one at the end of the night, and I was just like, "This is fucking real." Like, wait a minute, this is an expensive bouquet. Like, what the hell are we doing here? So yeah, that was fun. But a blast with that stuff. So what is happening there? My wife's sending me pictures. Anyways, and let's talk about Pit Fight here in a moment. But in the meantime, that will be seen on IndieWrestling.us. A lot of stuff going on there. # watch more wrestling, and we're doing our part to make sure you can. Hundreds of hours of pro wrestling action at IndieWrestling.us, including this past weekend's RWA March to Victory. I know. I think we're going to talk a little bit about this because on Patreon, because intern John, that was John's first experience in West Newton for RWA, and I want to hear your thoughts. But we do have a very packed show, so we might do that on Patreon, and also a lot of other stuff. 880 Wrestling is they're going to have a big show. Nick's Wild's was it Painted Black? I think is going to be next Saturday. I think the 29th, 30th, something like that. So look out for that as part of that. And all the back catalog, our friends at Neo Pro Wrestling. I just saw a new show drop in my email. So you're going to have a new show here very soon on Indie Wrestling Network and for Ringside members over on YouTube. But, of course, streaming this Friday, as we've mentioned, is Pit Fight. And they've got the crew here in studio. First of all, Kyle, remind us again the concept of Pit Fight for those that haven't been with us the last 5 times we've done this.
Yeah. So Pit Fight is a club started in 2019 by myself and my roommate Cornell Grigsby. Shout out. We went to an IWC show and we're like, it'd be really cool if this was close to campus. We ran it by our, couple club advisors and things like that. We got it approved. They let us do 5. I don't know why the hell they've done that, but it's been pretty cool. But yeah, all the shows
still happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. But all the shows have benefited different kinds of charities and things like that. I think to date we've raised about $12,000 total. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's been a really awesome experience.
And now you're graduated.
I am.
You're not still a student,
unfortunately.
And you're kind of an advisor for this now, right?
Yeah. So I'm an advisor, and my official title, I'm a resident director. I work in housing and residence life. So yeah.
Excellent. So you've been able to keep it going. And, oh, God, I have some of the early ones here. I just have the back-to-school beatdown one just came up on my search. This is what Armstrong Cable used to film these for you guys, right?
Yes.
So this is – oh, wait for it to load. There you go. There's the early days of this. What year is this? This was posted 5 years ago. This might be the first one. Oh, my God, there's a young Tatiana in a vest. and young. They might not have even been the main event yet, so they might have still been locked and loaded for this time frame. So there you go. Yeah, and always well attended. Like it looks like you guys get a lot of support for this.
Oh, hey, I know that guy.
Which guy? What?
That's that Ronnie Starks.
Oh, that Ronnie Starks guy. Oh yeah. Back when he used to be in a ring. There you
Violation.
go. There you go. So violation, yes. Over the time, like, what have you kind of learned the most about, like, oh God, there's Chris Russo. There you go. He just popped up this past week on some shows. So what is the biggest thing you kind of learned from doing this and organizing something of this size every year?
I think, it just helps with, general event planning skills, but also, like I've learned kind of the creative aspect behind the shows. Marshall Gambino, who helps with, supply the show with 2PW and everything, has been a really great mentor. I don't know what that was, but he's been.
It's just the building settling.
That's right. Sure. I thought Marshall just heard his name and was like coming crashing through the wall or something.
You never know with the Gambinos.
But no, Marshall's been a great mentor. He's been really supportive of all of us. It's just been really great hearing how much of an impact it has, not only on the community, but, all the wrestlers anticipating and being excited for the show. Because on top of raising money for charity, we just want them to, have fun and have a good time too.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And now, is everybody's relatively new? How far in is everybody that's on this crew? Or is this first year, second year for you, or
second year?
This is Liam and I's second year, and Sydney's first with us.
Yep.
So
I guess, like, what made you guys decide to be part of this club? What drew you into this?
Kyle.
Kyle
really,
specifically.
Kyle.
Some campaigning there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kyle. I think, like, my dad kind of liked wrestling, but I never really got into it. And then my roommate was also a really big part of the Pit Fight Club. And so she kind of brought me to a couple meetings, and then Kyle was there. So just kind of stayed.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I grew up off of wrestling, like since maybe like 2007, something like that. I was born 2004. But I grew up off of it, and I never grew up with like people I could actually talk about wrestling to. Like, there's a huge wrestling community, but there's a lot of people that don't mess with it, And the second I found out there were people like me that actually enjoyed wrestling and actually like to watch it, like to talk about it, I'm like, hey, that's where I should be. So I joined last year, and I've liked it ever since.
There you go. So what about you?
I'm honestly here because of all three of these people. I've never really watched wrestling, and I always thought, like, it scares me, and I don't like watching people get hurt. But like watching the pay-per-views and going to the shows has always been like so fun, and like just seeing it all, and like knowing that not all of it is actual pain. But yeah.
So other than like the planning of this, like you were part of a club, like what else are you doing around wrestling as a school club then?
We kind of participate in events at school and things like that, trying to advertise. There's a big like activities fair where we kind of yell at incoming first years to join the club and things like that.
Wait, I just imagine you just guys just going, "Hey, do you like wrestling?
Yeah.
Hey, do you like wrestling? You like wrestling? I can tell." Like, is it something like that?
Yeah, we got banned from using the phrase "big meaty men slapping meat" for a little bit because we would just yell that at people.
Tell me this story.
So my buddy Finn, he decided that was going to be our tagline.
Okay.
The dean is also, she was a co-advisor with me. Now she kind of just helps oversee when we do the big events. But she was a co-advisor this time. And she was not a fan of him yelling "big meaty men slapping meat" across
Just
the
like,
gym.
Hey, maybe not that.
But we did get 52 people to sign up that year. So.
There you go! Oh my God, you did have like a giant crew last year, didn't you? So, that's incredible. So you mentioned like going to events. Like, do you kind of as groups go to like local events and things? Like what are the indie shows? Are they the big shows when they come to town or anything?
Yeah. What have you guys been to? 3 or 4 now.
I say 4 now.
Was it
Yeah.
IWC we went to?
Yeah, we went to Reloaded in February.
Okay.
McChesney actually invited us to Big League, so we took a road trip up to Erie.
Nice.
We've been to 2PW once or twice. I know I might
Was it
twice. Yeah,
I think it was twice.
Mhm.
Then we went to All Elite.
yeah. And then we went to AEW when it came.
Nice.
In the fall.
Nice.
That was fun.
Nice. And that was the 5-year show too.
Yes.
So that was a big show and a late night.
Oh, very, yeah.
So awesome. So I mean, you guys haven't watched like this stuff in person before, right?
Yeah, I've never.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So you know, for you guys that for the two of you that this is your second year, what was your biggest surprise dealing with the show itself? Like day of show. What kind of like I'm seeing Liam's face going on there. Like I have a feeling you had an experience.
It's not that I had an experience, but one thing we really not hate, but like the ring setup was so
Oh,
much.
because you guys set up the ring and tore it
Yeah.
down and stuff,
Oh,
right?
gosh.
Man.
I've always wondered how it worked, and I don't want to know. I wish I didn't remember, but like
You act like it beat you up.
it did.
It does.
It does.
seriously
It
does.
does. But that was probably the most like surprising thing with how much goes into setting up the ring, and especially with how many people we had working on it. You have maybe like 3 referees and other companies or something just doing it themselves.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just the promoter doing it themselves if they don't have a good backup or anything like that, right? It is pretty wild, and that's the most important part of the show. You know, that's your stage. You're building the stage every time you do the show.
Yeah.
You know, what about you?
He kind of took my thing, definitely. Not just setup, but just the whole day is long. It is a whole day from setup to tear down. And I mean, it's all worth it in the end. I think seeing how many people from not just our campus, but the whole community that came out. A lot of people knew the local wrestlers, or they just wanted to take part in the wrestling show. And I think bringing that crowd to the school, that was really cool and really good to see.
Was there anything that kind of like, you know, obviously you got to see, you know, from watching the shows to kind of being behind the curtain, obviously, as part of doing the show. Was there anything that you're allowed to talk about that you know was kind of different that or you didn't expect from that? Because you have a very interesting crew of wrestlers that are involved with this from year to year. Let's see, Kyle's smiling, he knows. Just with these crews.
I'm sure Kyle has more stories, but last year the wrestlers were great. Everybody was so nice. I personally was a little intimidated to meet everybody, and then to like meet them and their whole crew, and everybody was just so welcoming and inviting, and we were doing the same, welcoming them to our gym, and it's a really good group of people to be around. And the whole day, like when everybody felt good, the whole day went smoother. And so I think that community and that feeling was really good to see.
Awesome.
I agree too with that, because at first I was like, oh, they're wrestlers, they're big time. They're like, oh, they get to do what I wish I could do. And at the end of the show and stuff, I'm over here meeting them, getting their social medias and stuff, and them following me back. And I'm like, I didn't know they would do that. So like, that was really cool of them to be like, you don't think they're humans like us, but like,
Good way
yeah,
exactly.
but like,
yeah.
Because you see what they're doing.
Yeah.
As I just
Like,
watched a
they're
clip
really cool.
of Jamie Jamison get suplexed into mouse traps.
That's my bobcat. I make the bobcat.
You made the bobcat?
Yes, I get to make
I
the
love-
weapons.
I'm so glad you've provided the arts and crafts for this violence over here. So, wow, let me see if I can back that up a little bit. Let's see, we'll get most of it. I don't know. This is the part where they were yelling at Joe Dabrowski for some reason. Let's see. Oh, there you go. There's your bobcat. There you go. There you go. There's it before it gets maimed. So did you glue all those mouse traps on there? Oh,
yeah, and then I set them off before the show, so they were all ready.
She is so excited watching this clip back, by the way.
It was so good.
Did you get any feedback by the receiver of that?
He was complaining about the ones in his elbow. I think the thumbtacks were like the mousetraps. You can tell, but the thumbtacks were fully like outlined on the Bobcat, and I don't think they knew that going into it. So it also has thumbtacks on it, and once those were stuck, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the mayhem. Look at all those doors and stuff. This is Riz's favorite match. Oh, you're muted, buddy. Check that.
And it's happening again.
Yes. Riz, are you going to be there? I didn't see you RSVP yet.
know.
Oh, you should go. Dude, you have to be ringside for this now, right? I mean, come on. It's kind
I'll have
of...
to check my stuff.
Oh, you got to check your schedule. He's like, I got to check my schedule. I don't know. So I want to say this. I got a message from somebody who said, hey, I'll be there from our crew, from our production crew, who doesn't go to other shows. So, like, Chachi's coming to this one. Riz, like, and he's the first one said, I'm coming to this one. I'm just like, he's like, I'm taking the day off so I can do this. I'm like,
Nice.
what the,
Yeah.
okay. So I think that's really cool that it's drawn out some of our crew. Oh, here's some more violence. Here's some
And the more thumbtacks.
The surprise thumbtack.
I was gonna say, you guys didn't know about those, right?
No.
Lee was not happy.
Well, Leo, I think, was less happy about cleaning up the ketchup on the floor from when Marshall threw the trash.
Because we also
yeah.
came out of the ring.
She didn't even know about the thumbtacks till like 2 weeks later. And I was like, oh, yeah, there
we
was some
didn't
more
know about the
thumbtacks
thumbtacks either.
Yeah, that's a. Well, welcome to working with the Gambinos. Yep. I've seen this for years.
2 months.
What?
like maybe a month, 4 months from.
Well, yeah, we did. There was the cage match in
There
December.
was the cage match.
Where the
there
cage,
was another match
the
where they
cage
just
almost
decided
fell
to-
over, and we hit the wrong one. Oh, the door didn't
The door
break.
didn't
Oh
break.
no!
This is so hard to watch.
Oh no! They're trying so hard.
I think that was me
they-
cracking up.
Yeah!
Jeez.
Oh my god. That is that's wrestling.
Yeah.
So this is your first year.
Yes.
So you were not around for the last event, or
I wasn't. I had a different conference I had to go to for my major.
Okay.
But I got to hear all about it when I came back.
So you get to experience this for the first time,
Yes,
being
yeah.
a part of it and everything. So I don't even know who. Somebody was sitting behind us. Somebody from your crew. I can't I think they're the bell ringer or something. Maybe.
Probably you.
Oh, was it you? Were you behind our production crew?
Yeah.
I just remember we were getting reactions from you the entire time. And it
was
was
me.
it was great. And we're just like, I don't know if this girl's seen a wrestling show, but I don't know if she knows what she's into.
No.
And
Yeah.
like they're not doing this at AEW. So
Yeah, that was my first interaction with it, so it was definitely something.
was that literally your first wrestling show last year? Oh my god.
I think we might have gone to one.
Okay.
I think
before.
we went. That's because that's when we went to 2PW and
Yes.
the ice.
Yes.
Oh.
So second.
Which 2PW was it?
It was which one was it? I forget what it was called. It was in February of last
Okay.
year.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out what wild stuff happened there.
It was the night that LDE officially took over.
Oh yeah. Oh, when they cut Papa Judo's
Yes.
beard and everything like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Right.
This is when I got to see Beastman.
Yes.
Yeah.
She saw Beastman.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody, the college
Everybody wants
girls
to be
love
Beastman.
Beastman.
I do. Absolutely.
Because he has a
Amen.
sick ass name.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Intern John
And he
is
has
the
a-
biggest fan of Beastman.
I love
He
him.
also just has a
I
giant
still to
bone.
this day know nothing about him.
I mean, it's kind of all in the name.
That's it. That's all you have to know
Yeah.
is the
Sid,
name.
Did you say he has a giant bone?
A bone?
Yeah.
He doesn't
He does carry a bone. with him.
right.
Bone. Oh, yeah.
And he signed our wall up here. So
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yes. Jeez. I have a podcast to send you for Beastman. So he did a mindfulness podcast with us recently. So
Oh, that's
get to know
cool.
the
Yes.
heart of the Beastman.
Aw, that's so nice.
So, anyways, so let's highlight what's going on here at this show. I got your graphics up here. One, I saw Matt Cross is going to be a part of this show. That's
Yes.
a big one.
Yes, he is. Yeah, we got Matt Cross going up against Bill Collier.
Wow. Yeah, Bill's another great one too.
Yeah, apparently it's their first time ever. I didn't know that when we were making the match. They both kind of had told me that. So
You love the happy surprises when that goes down.
yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, that's going to be a really good match. You know, both the guys are really excited. I think it's going to be a really awesome time. Yeah. Yeah, of course, the street fight's coming back. So
this is going to be Marshall, Stevie LaBelle, and Paul Atlas.
Yes.
Is going to be a part of
Atlas
this
is wrestling.
against Flexor and Jamie Jamison and Jason Tyler, who were involved in the last year's. So Paul is old. You've seen Paul in action, right? Like he's old school as hell.
He'll be ready to go.
He will be ready to go. He was part of that. I'm hoping he's still wearing the floral shirt from RWA this past year, because I'm loving the Uncle Paul that's happening with him right now.
I just thought it was so funny. Last year's like everybody was like fighting, and then he'd just come around with a pole cue and just struck him like in the middle of it.
Absolutely, he's old school and violent. He is. I have seen. Listen, I've done deathmatch wrestling. Okay, filmed it. Not done it, and I've seen some stuff. He's still involved with one of the bloodiest matches that I've ever filmed. Oh my gosh. You know, and yeah, it was bad. I think somebody got a phone call. Katie Arquette and Zoe Sky. Zoe's a great talent that I've seen over the years. And of course, we all know Katie Arquette on this show. So
that'll be for our women's championship. Yes.
Nice. Going down the line. Is this Flippin' Ain't Easy?
Yes, Flippin' Ain't Easy is reuniting at Pit Fight to fight Warhorse for the tag team championship.
Fantastic. Big sweaty, what was it? Big meaty men.
Big meaty men slapping meat.
And flippy guys. And then the everybody match, is this the Bobcat Brawl I'm looking at?
That is the Bobcat Brawl. Yeah.
And this is I'm sure there's more people going to get. Johnny Mahalo, I've been seeing him a bit. Cowpoke Paul, I just had a drink with him the other night. He was in a Toga Battle Royal.
All
right.
As one does.
They go wild in Cleveland. No, good lineup there. So those are always a lot of fun.
I see Dior Castro in there too.
Is there a Dior?
Dior Castro?
Yeah, he was just on the show last week.
I think he's in the corner.
You got the Runaway and the Wise Guys on this thing for the number one contender for the tag belts.
Yep.
Both great teams there.
Absolutely.
And I mean, the Wise Guys are they've been christened by the Gambinos. I don't know if you saw.
Yes.
So that's good, especially since the first time the Wise Guys came up. I think they thought they were stealing the Gambino's gimmick. I was like, no, they're Irish, obviously.
Yeah.
So first of all,
the guy's name's Irish.
His literal name is Tommy Irish, I think, right? Yeah. No, Tommy Hamilton. He changed his name apparently. He's he's less Irish apparently. So, what else we got here? You got your scramble for the championship. Lawless, the Rev, who I think the Rev's the champion, correct?
Yep. For what? 1,090 days, something like that right now.
McChesney, Anthony Young. We'll try not to embarrass A1 on the feed again like we did last year. So and Preston Everest, who is I think he's still the current 2PW champion if I'm not mistaken.
He is, yeah. And we'll have a little surprise for that match. Liam, if you want to pull out
the
bag.
You have a mystery, and then something's in the bag.
Something is in the bag that will be revealed on Friday.
Okay. Can you show us the bag at least, so people can have a guesstimate? Okay, you're going really. What does that say on the bag?
What's that say?
Well,
there's blue tape on the bag and writing on it. I can't
says,
see it from over here.
Property Pit Fight. Do not open until March 21st, 2025. Top secret. Victory Project.
Victory Project?
Yes.
Victory Project.
Okay. Is that a JanSport?
Is it a what?
A JanSport
book bag?
I don't know. It has our old Wi-Fi provider on there, so I put the tape over it.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, you were learning.
No free
sponsorships. That is a good wrestling promoter right there. Everybody's taking notes on this, right? We got a good mixed tag match up here as well.
Absolutely. I saw Brotherly Love's promo yesterday where Ricky said, "I'm gonna hit a woman."
Brotherly Love and Lexus Sin against the Troublemakers and Ava Brooks, of course, Glenn Spector and Cannon Christopher. So there's going to be a promo in there. Okay. Have you learned to limit mic time?
Yes. I mean, I think we were the worst with that when me and Cornell were trying to talk because we would go on. I think Back to School Beatdown, we were on there for like 15 minutes and Marshall comes back. He's like, "You got to talk shorter." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
But also, it's like it's different when you're out there in front of people, right? Like the time shape's different,
right?
You know? And I think that's something that wrestlers learn is to understand that in the moment a little bit better, you know. So, or at least we needed like George out there saying, "Take it home." Take it home.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that came out for that one. BC Steel was on there. Mambo, Peyton Graham, Behemoth all popped up in the same promo. It was a time.
Yeah. A couple more here. You got, again, this is a stacked card here. What do you got here?
So that'll be the opening triple threat match. So we got Johnny Patch versus Noir versus Pat Angel.
Okay.
There's going to be lots of flips and power bombs, I'm sure.
And then whatever Noir is going to do, whatever Noir is going to do, that you know might get in trouble. And then I like this. This is a match that we had recently at 880. Man, Gianni Michael Enrico and Andrew Palace. I'm hoping this becomes an ongoing feud across promotions here because I'm happy to see it again. Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure Palace is. I don't know if this is across the board, but he has been a little more angry lately.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can tell from that picture. He's
he's
looking pretty angry.
That is not party time Andrew Palace as much as it used to be. So very excited about that. Again, pit fight, it's going to be, and you got these nice little social cards too. But no, pit fight's going to be this Friday. Again, if you're there in person, help support. And the charity for this year is?
We'll be donating to Make-A-Wish this year.
Make-A-Wish this year.
Yes.
So it's for a good cause and also like, hey, support the kids here that are like putting this together, man. You know, like you're on there. You're on the eve. Is the anxiety going up? Is it? Are you? Oh, look at Leo's face. Is like your eyes got huge there.
It's just like such a weird transition because like when we started, like you know, people didn't know about it, but it's like a thing on campus now. Like we're advertising like all week long. We're putting up signs. So I mean, I gotta give all of them credit and everybody else in the club because they're working their asses off and doing a great job at it.
Excellent. We have a comment, a question, comment from the giggling talking about creating weapons is so nice. Is there dried pasta for another pasta death match for one thing? Is there a weapon making happening for this one? You're smiling real big over there. You're the one like I love influencing violence.
Yes.
Like is this look I'm getting from you right now? This is wonderful.
There will be another Bobcat. I won't say what's on it because that's a big surprise, but it's a little bigger than it was last year, so I'm really excited for this one.
You need to watch the video and see how excited she looks for this thing. This is great. She's got the biggest smile for this.
I'm so excited.
Oh, this is amazing. I love I just love the just young violence fans. It's happening right now. So excellent. What's the tag? Who wants to do the tagline? Who wants to do the promo to get the butts in seats?
Mr. President.
Who's going to take it home?
That's you.
Come on. There you go. This is your last chance. This is the last episode. This is the last studio wrestling before the big event. Why should I be coming to your show?
I'm nervous.
You can start with "Let me tell you something, brother," and just see where it takes you.
Can I do the voice?
You're allowed to.
Let me tell you, brother. You better come down to pit fight. You better come and watch Victory Through Violence. Sit down on your butt. Watch that wrestling show.
Uh-huh.
And have a good time.
You had a good start.
Yeah.
Work on your follow through. Practice in the mirror, as they tell the kids when they're in training.
Yeah.
So there you go. The Pit Fight crew are going to stick around for Mayhem Mania. Of course, they're going to be putting those booking skills to the test here as we work into our wrestling thought experiment here after the break. And again, go check it out. It'll be live streaming IndieWrestling.us platforms for free in support of Make-A-Wish and for the club there at Pitt Greensburg. Join them in person. How much are tickets? Where do they get tickets? Is it at the door? How's that working?
Yeah, they can get them at the door, or they can DM the social medias. They're $10 for general admissions. Pitt students get in for $5 with their Pitt IDs.
Well, there you go. Sounds like a good time there. All right, go check it out. And we will be back after this break with Mayhem Mania after this.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Wrestling Mayhem Show. The Pit Fight crew still here. The whole crew. All of them. Liam, Kyle, Sydney, Delilah. The innovators of violence, if you will. The new innovators of violence. There you go. That's the new title. And the Riz is with us because Riz, what are we doing now?
This is Mayhem Mania, Sorg.
We gotta go big or go home. We're down to the gold.
Dream harder and think from your butt or whatever Karrion Kross said.
Smell the end.
Breathe the end, whatever. But yes, this is Mayhem Mania. It is not just a fantasy booking challenge. It is also a competitive thought experiment. And this year, as you can see in kind of in my hand, it keeps on fuzzing around, it's even better than before. With the top talent in WWE in the current state, you have the opportunity to pick the best card out there. You get to be Triple H. You get to be Pit Fight. You get to be Sorg. You get to be everybody this time because a lot of things are open.
Okay.
And of course, we have the regular rules that we have, which are, you know, create a match or destroy a match, create a match, switch wrestlers, take a wrestler out, put a wrestler in. And this year,
we need to work out the part where you explain it to us like a child, Riz.
No, you get nothing, Sorg.
Okay, John.
But yes, I am going to do something different. And since we have four people there, who wants to go first?
Liam
I'll go.
does.
Oh, I want to go.
Go ahead.
Let the love go.
What?
All right.
All right. Do we need to show them the matches before you get into this?
Oh
Or
yeah,
this
we
is
should.
a
I'm getting ahead of myself.
You do.
I'm
Yes.
excited.
Okay.
I'm excited, Sorg. Okay.
Okay. We need the matches.
But first,
and
let's
Space
go to
Jail.
Space Jail.
Space Jail. Let's see who is in Space Jail. These are people that you cannot currently use.
Cannot use. One is Hulk Hogan, for obvious reasons. Oro Mensa. The entire team of Fraxium. Xavier Woods, Montez Ford, Charlotte, Karma, and of course, Doink the Clown.
Did you mention X-Pac?
Oh, and X-Pac.
Yeah.
I forgot about X-Pac.
Okay.
Sean Waltman, X-Pac, whatever you want to use.
He was labeled
But yeah, he's in
X-Pac.
space.
He was on the WWE website as X-Pac.
So wait, do I have somebody else that's not on here? 'Cause
Did I miss
mine might
somebody?
be wrong. But
Okay.
anyways, but yes, that is who's in Space Jail.
Okay.
But now,
The matches that we have so far that you can change by eliminating and replacing or changing one
Yes.
person on these matches.
3 have survived the first round.
Yes. Oh, not that one.
Not that one.
No. How about
The Joe Hendry versus John Cena. Oh my God, John Cena match.
yes.
That I still want to see happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 5-person cluster of AJ Francis, Dexter Loomis, JC Jane, Lindsay Dorado, and Tama Tonga.
What's this unofficially for the Team Hammer Fist
for
Internet
the Team
belt,
Hammer
Internet
Fist.
Championship? Yes.
Yep, that's actually being currently held by
AJ
I
Francis.
believe AJ Francis.
Yes.
And also B-Fab and Michin versus Spitfire.
I'm so glad. I thought I had the TNA championships on them and they lost it this week. So I'm glad they're not on there.
But yes, that means there are 5 new matches that made it.
Yes.
Well, that made it last week. First round, we have. Good, you changed that. Drew McIntyre versus Oba Femi. Created by who created that? I haven't said who created anything. I'm sorry. Let's see. It was Tina Keys that made that match.
I think she has at least 2 matches in here too.
She does. Next one is.
This is the worst Sami Callihan picture. I'm so sorry.
It's just Bigfoot Sammy Callahan.
Bigfoot Sami
versus
Callihan.
Penta versus
Why is everything
Io
going through him?
versus Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
Thank you, Sorg.
Wait, I'm really obsessed. I'm really obsessed with the. Wait, is his name actually Bigfoot Sammy Callahan?
No, it's because he's so
the
fuzzy.
I thought that's why it was blurry. That would have been so good.
And that was made by Sorg.
Mm-hmm.
Good job,
Did
Sorg.
we say everybody? Yeah, we said everybody. Okay.
And then we had the Undertaker versus Dominic Mysterio. That was made by Dior Castro. And I believe that leaves. Oh yeah, we have Becky Lynch versus Stephanie Vicure.
Becky Lynch, who went into and then out of Space Jail in the same round last year.
That does not count as the Alex Cars rule.
No. And then finally,
You're allowed to be broken out of Space Jail. That was made by Matt Carlin's actually.
Oh, Matt Carlin,
the
did this
innovator of the
Mayhem Mania.
Mayhem Mania.
Yes.
And finally, wow, this is actually one of my favorite matches we've ever made. I'm not joking. I would pay money to see this because Alex Cars made Matt Cardona versus Logan Paul versus Booker T. And also, why is there a picture of Zack Ryder?
What do you mean? How can you tell?
That is
How can you tell?
That is not of Matt Cardona.
No?
That is not of Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
That is not Matt Cardona.
I definitely listen. I found him
that
on
is Zack Ryder.
Listen, Zack Ryder's still listed on the WWE website as a past roster member, so I've cheated. And they're the better pictures. You want another Sami Callihan Bigfoot?
Actually, yes.
Oh, okay. We'll see what we do.
You're talking to somebody who used his move to make the late Brody Lee in a suit.
Okay.
And a tiny hat.
Anyway.
So.
What happens next?
Now, because you all are new players to this round. And was it Delilah or Lila?
Delilah.
Delilah. All right. I'm going to have you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Let me move that over there. This is the most I'm ever going to do anything here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So he has a stack of cards, and it corresponds with a list of wrestlers.
Cool.
And then
high or low?
Lower.
Perfect. All right. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, Delilah, you selected the 6 of spades, and you are picking somebody from the Wyatt 6.
Aside from Dexter Loomis, because he's already in the match, I believe.
Not Dexter Loomis.
Yes.
Joe Gacy. So you have to do one of two. You have to do a couple things here. Either put Joe Gacy in a current match, or destroy a match and put Joe Gacy in a new match, or put Joe Gacy in Space Jail and put somebody else from Space Jail into a match.
Is he a face or a heel?
He's a
I'd
Wyatt.
say he's a face. No, I'd say he's a face. Like I said, he's with the Wyatt 6.
Are you familiar with him?
I don't think so.
Uncle Howdy.
Bunch of scary looking people.
Yeah, very,
thanks.
very edgy face.
Okay.
He's the big guy.
Oh, so he's big.
The-
So he's big.
Yeah, I guess he's big.
He did say
That guy.
pig.
Pig.
guy.
Oh, he said my bad.
Oh,
This is him.
that guy.
So you can go to Space Jail, or you can add or replace somebody in any of these matches that you'd
Or-
like to see him a part of.
Mm-hmm. God. Sammy Callahan.
Or you can kill one of these
Can
matches
I
and
put
put him.
him in that one?
Which one?
This
The-
one?
This one.
Do you want to add him to this match or replace somebody? This is Drew McIntyre and Obi Femi.
Okay, they're making faces at me. So maybe that one.
No, it's a good face.
That's a good face.
Okay. Can I take? What did we? Not Drew McIntyre.
You want to take Oba out?
Yes.
And put Joe Gacy versus Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Okay. Making my notes. There you go. So we
Staying
have
here.
removed Oba Femi.
Femi, yep.
Yes, I apologies to the Oba feminist out there. So, there we go. There's my notes. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Next up, you want to just go down the line?
Oh god.
Sure. Let's go down
Okay.
the line.
Oh.
All right.
There you go.
Ready?
All right, Sydney, your
Okay.
your turn.
I'm ready.
Ready? Tell me when.
Stop.
Ooh.
Doesn't make me feel good at
Oh,
all.
his game show reaction face is getting a lot better at this. Would you say, "Oh no"?
Let's see. Sure. So that'll be 1, 2, 3.
I believe this list has been refreshed, correct?
This has been refreshed.
Okay, the card list has been refreshed.
6. Ooh. So, high or low?
Hi. Oh, I should have gone low. Okay.
Is this your DM experience here? Is that what's happening?
Catch me on Dragon Tears this Thursday on Maestria Nord. So,
What just happened? You never talk about your other
selected-
project. You never talk about
do.
your other
I never
project
do.
on here.
I never do. You don't need to know that sort. So, you selected
Okay.
the one, the only Nick Nemeth,
Okay.
aka Dolph Ziggler,
Okay.
but
The good Nemeth.
the good Nemeth.
Mm-hmm.
But you're sending him to Space Jail
Wait, why?
because you rolled low and you said high.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's
Dang
not
it.
over.
Okay.
You get carte blanche over the remainder of the WWE roster to do a move.
So you
All
can
right.
make a match,
can
kill a match, replace
make
people
a-
in a match, add somebody to the match.
Okay.
One person.
Which you can switch a match, like switch participants in a match. You have full range.
All right. Oh, that's a lot of free reign.
Who would you add, change, or would you kill a match for another match that you have in mind?
Every time that comes up, I just
I'm
love
just
blurry
refreshing,
Sam McHale.
just refreshing the matches so they can see them.
John Cena's ears were so red.
He just finished a Royal Rumble, bro, or a Elimination Chamber, bro.
Yeah.
Can I take somebody from Space Jail?
No, these
I
guys are
can't.
locked up in minimum security
Okay,
space
okay,
jail.
okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you. Oh, boy. I don't have anybody in mind. Can I steal your Jey Uso?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay. Jey Uso. And Can I? Oh. Can I put him with? Should I? There's too many things.
I'm just continuing to
Yep,
cycle
yep,
through
yep,
to
yep,
keep
yep. That
inspiration
works.
here.
I'm gonna put him with them.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Undertaker,
add
Dominic.
them. Yes.
You're gonna make this a three-way with Jey Uso.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Nice.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
So we have Jey Uso versus the Undertaker versus Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
We're yeeting. We're yeeting in the studio right now. There you go.
Nice.
Fantastic.
You think the dead man will yeet?
What's that?
You think the Undertaker will yeet?
The Undertaker will yeet. I'd love to see the Undertaker yeet.
That'd be fun.
So that's one reason to try to buy tickets to that one Dead Man show they're doing. So, all
All
right.
right,
Okay.
Good job, Sid.
Kyle's next.
Kyle.
Kyle!
See if I can do good at this one.
All right.
All right, ready?
Someone on the cards.
Stop.
Right there.
Yep.
I love how they blur in the Zoom.
Now
Yeah,
that
that,
it's really
card,
red.
that card I can't see. It's like
It's
a magic
very.
trick.
It's the feel of it, Sorg.
Oh.
You're not supposed to see it until I say it. High or low?
Hi.
Okay. Well,
I think Riz is starting to enjoy himself in this process. This is
this
this is week
too much
3.
fun.
Oh man.
It's too much fun.
You realize the power that he has.
But you chose the 8 of Hearts. I know that really doesn't mean much because it's just a
Because we
card
don't
that
have
you
the we don't have the
can't
list,
see
Riz.
the card.
And we don't have the list, Riz.
That's exactly why. I guess that means that you have that I have some bad news
Uh-oh.
for you.
Yikes.
Oh, it's just Wade Barrett. You can choose Wade Barrett.
Oh,
you
all
chose
right.
Wade Barrett. Go ahead, put Wade Barrett in a match. Put Wade Barrett in space jail. Do whatever you want.
What do you want to do?
And yes,
I kind of want to
and
put.
also, if you want, you can also put him add him as a tag team. And if you want to use another wrestler, you can put him in with a wrestler that's not in there as well.
I'll just throw the whole Nexus in there.
Yeah.
I was actually
Not the first time. Was that you that did it before?
I think
no,
it was.
but that's
I think it was.
hilarious.
Wait,
that
there
somebody
was
has-
like within the last couple of years, I feel like we had an entire Nexus match.
It
or
was
something.
Nexus versus the Core versus.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. Anyways, go ahead.
I kind of want to throw Wade Barrett in that Logan Paul Booker T match.
So it's going to be a 4-way: Logan Paul, Matt Cardona, Booker T, and Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett. Okay.
He's got some bad news for him.
Paul versus Matt and I'm also typing this in my notes as well.
I got.
And Booker T.
Paul's
Perfect.
gimmick
And
is Pokemon.
last, but well,
Wait, what was that?
I
What was-
said Logan Paul's gimmick is Pokemon. I just saw his.
So
thing
here,
around
go back to that
like,
graphic.
like the shittiest Pokemon. The
So
the
Right.
So that
like
card.
an
Yeah,
asshole
yeah.
Pokemon.
Right.
So that card that he has.
Oh,
right
I
now
remember that.
Is the rarest card in Pokemon history.
Yeah, and he wore it to the
And
ring
he-
for a match.
It was like $500,000 or something, I think.
Yeah.
Mint
Yeah.
condition.
That's
And he
crazy.
wore it out for a match. I can't remember which match that was. It wasn't Mania. I feel like it was a SummerSlam.
It was. I think it was during.
Was it a Saudi show? That would make
Was it
sense.
during the Roman Reigns match?
Oh God. Jeez. Yeah, that was the Saudi one, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right.
Anyways, Liam's up next.
Liam, ready?
Yes, sir. Stop.
All right. Let's see. I think I might have. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Okay. Okay. High or low?
Low.
Okay.
These head nods he's
That
doing.
seems
All
really
right.
good for you.
So, this is gonna be fun.
The cross. The fingers are crossed.
You are picking one of the best cruiserweight champions of all time.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. One of the greatest. I think he might have been the last for a while.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to put Hornswoggle in a match. Or Space Joe.
Riz's buddy Hornswoggle.
My best friend in production, Hornswoggle.
You know, we replay that match very often in front of the studio.
Mm-hmm. Or you can put Hornswoggle in Space Joe. And replace your pick with, oh my god.
I don't know why the hell he's in front of the Seven Dwarves in this picture, but
Oh, because he is speaking out against Snow White.
oh, is he?
Using,
Oh, okay.
Using AI for not AI,
Using CG
for CGI and
CG
and the
dwarves. Yes, I yeah.
Also, that's your image because it also has the Mayhem Mania logo right in front of him.
Oh, it does. There you go. All right, how you feeling about the Hornswoggle?
I like it. I have an idea right now. That
Okay, what are you thinking?
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Can I see those graphics real quick?
Okay,
Yeah.
here's what we got. Well, this one has somebody added to it. So, but there's that. There's this one. There's Stephanie and Becky.
This is what I'm
We-
liking right here.
What you what are you thinking? What are you having? Are you throwing Hornswoggle in with Becky Lynch? Or
I'm putting Hornswoggle with Becky Lynch.
like wait, so are you adding
Like
or
swapping
replacing?
Or
I'm replacing Stephanie.
What the
With
what the
Yep.
actual
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I see main event right there.
Time to get weird. Time to get weird. So we have Becky
we have
Lynch
made it.
versus Hornswoggle.
This is what I dream of.
And
is
man, I think there's gonna be a tiny TLC in our future. Tiny ladders and
Yes.
chairs are in
And-
our future, baby. It's happening again.
Finally, because we had 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's somebody who I kind of went in on this.
Okay.
John,
Hello.
hi. Welcome to Mayhem Mania.
Yes.
You shall pick from the card or deck of Mayhem.
Okay, that one.
This one
Sure.
or the one before?
The one before.
Hold on, I'm changing this because it's getting weird.
Oh, ooh. Okay. John, high or low?
Hi.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Get it? You get it? So you are at some reason you chose somebody who's probably going to be in a Mania match. Oh, one of
Boy.
so I don't think Hornswoggle or Wade Barrett or maybe Joe Gacy aren't going to be in a main event match or in a Mayhem Mania match or in a WrestleMania match anytime soon.
Words.
But
We only do this every week.
If by some miracle I got CM Punk, I'm throwing myself off a building.
no,
That'd be sick.
we saved you from
Okay.
that. But you get former WWE Women's Champion Liv Morgan.
Oh, it's not bad.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad, John.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, that was a hell of a build, Riz.
That was a builder. So you can either put sweet Liv Morgan in space jail,
Sweet.
or you can do everything that we mentioned before. Swap somebody out of the match, put Liv Morgan in a match, make Liv Morgan create a new match with Liv Morgan in it. It's up to you. It's up to you, John. You're a Triple H.
We don't have a graphic that has all like the current card, right?
No, especially
No,
since we just
not
made a
yet.
bunch of them. So we have
I think
a
next
review.
week
We got
we will.
Sammy Callahan, Penta, Io Sky, and Chelsea Green. We have
right,
BFAB and Meechin versus Spitfire. We have this crazy five-way with AJ Francis, Dexter Loomis, JC Jane, Lince Dorado, and Tama Tonga. We have Joe Hendry versus John Cena. And then created tonight, we have Hornswoggle versus Becky Lynch. Wade Barrett versus Logan Paul versus Matt Cardona versus Booker T. Jey Uso versus Undertaker versus Dominic Mysterio. And Joe Gacy versus Drew McIntyre. Where would you like to stick a Liv?
That was a weird statement. Sorry.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah,
Well, I don't want to put Liv. I don't want to put Liv in space jail.
Mhm.
Shoot, I have the memory of a goldfish.
Do you want those matches again?
Yeah.
I'll just keep with the graphics here. And then also we have again made is Joe Gacy, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Undertaker, and Dominic Mysterio, Wade Barrett, Logan Paul, Matt Cardona, and Booker T, and Hornswoggle versus Becky Lynch. Plus the 4 from last week.
I believe in you, John.
Where you?
Okay. Can we only book wrestlers to fight?
Currently, yes. Well, actually,
Currently?
we're going to set up the match. What they do
Yeah.
when they get in the ring is determined in the Patreon
Look,
of the
Liv
Bank
can
Week.
do whatever she wants in the ring.
Yes.
Well, because I was gonna say maybe I'd have her ref.
Oh, a point of order, Riz. Can we do special referee at this point? Thinky face.
You know what? I'll allow it.
It's not adding animals to match, so I think we're okay here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
In which case, I believe I will be booking Liv Morgan as the special referee for Hornswoggle versus Becky Lynch.
Liam is having a good time.
Yes.
Oh no. So that's an ad. Ref Liv Morgan. Jeez. Listen, knowing what Swoggle did with Julia Lynn at RWA a few months ago, I mean, I think I know where I think Swoggle thanks you, first of all. So you know,
I just typed Becky Lynch, but it's okay.
what?
I typed Becky
he
Lynch.
did
instead
try
of
to
Becky
bite
Lynch.
her ass, didn't he?
Well, that's part of the reason I didn't want her to fight in that match. I was like, this feels like some sort of odd setup for a different type of wrestling.
Like a custom video?
Something of that nature.
So,
Okay.
Liam,
Yes.
your match got changed.
Okay.
And normally what happens is we have the Alex Cars rule where you have to come back next week. But I will forego that rule if you have somebody to put in space jail.
I get to just choose.
Yep,
You
you
just
get
get
to
to
choose
choose.
anyone who's not currently in the match, of course.
Anyone in not
Somebody
in
that
the
you're
current
like,
match.
I don't want anybody to use this person in Mayhem Mania, period.
James Ellsworth.
That's a good
Yeah.
choice.
That's a good choice.
Still mad at him for stealing my wife's marker.
Good answer. Good answer. See if it's on
Good
the board.
answer. Good answer.
James Ellsworth.
Did
Ding. You're in
you
space
just
jail.
family feud him? Is that what happened? We're just- you were mixing your shows.
Anyways, I believe that's it, Sorg.
That has been
I
your
think we can
mayhem.
run down
Your
this card.
Where we got?
We're in week 3. And we have 3 matches that haven't been touched since week 1. We have the Joe Hendry versus John Cena match. We have the AJ Francis, Dexter Loomis, JC Jane, Lindsay Dorado, Tama Tonga match.
How? I think we're all too confused by it to do anything with it.
And we have I think we just don't want to upset the guy with the belt and that made the belt for it.
Yes.
And we have
That was a passion
B-Fab
play.
versus Meechin versus B-Fab and Meechin versus Spitfire.
I haven't looked up how to spell Spitfire yet.
No, it's fine. But now we've made a few other matches and a few other
That's right.
voices.
So we have Joe Gacy versus Drew McIntyre. We have Jey Uso versus Undertaker versus Dominic Mysterio. Wade Barrett versus Logan Paul versus Matt Cardona versus Booker T. Hornswoggle versus Becky Lynch with special guest referee Liv Morgan. And going to Space Jail, do not pass go, is James Ellsworth and Nick Nemeth, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler. It's getting very interesting in Space Jail.
Space Jail's getting crowded. I
Space
might
Jail's,
have to do
it is
something.
starting to get crowded there.
I might have to do something here with Space Jail.
But all we know is Hogan gets his own cell.
Yeah, Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan's just gonna. He's
in
gonna have his.
solitary?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
in
has his
solitary.
own jail.
Yeah.
He has his own jail.
It's a
dude.
real American jail cell.
Yeah,
Anyways.
tastes like piss water. Anyways, this has been fun. I hope Pit Fight. Have you had fun making this match?
So much
making
fun.
these matches.
Really.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll have surveys out next month.
We'll be watching.
Please fill them out.
There you go.
and,
There you go.
You'll get like a $5 discount on, I don't know, Wrestling Mayhem Show. But yeah, next week,
On the Patreon.
On our $1 Patreon.
$1 Patreon.
Yeah, there you go. There you
So
go.
next
Special.
week
$4.
we'll have 5 new competitors.
Allegedly.
Or 5 competitors.
I should probably
coming
book
through.
somebody.
If we book somebody. And I think it's one more week, and we may have some people go. We have some matches graduating, Sorg.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens.
All right.
It all could
This-
change next week on Mayhem Mania.
You've been Mayhemy or whatever.
You got to work on that outline. Anyways, thanks to our friends at Slice on Broadway. So feeding these college students tonight. We got free pizza in the studio. So there you go. So thank you. Go check them out right up the street here. The original supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Slice on Broadway. Supporting the Mayhem for a good, God, over a decade at this point. So it is now time. It's the end of the show and find out what did we learn from wrestling this week. Kyle, what'd you learn?
I learned that, we all go through a Finn Balor phase sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more.
We all, we're all down in the dumps. we have our friends punch us in the face, even though they don't mean to. You know,
Mhm.
it happens to all of us.
Mhm.
But you know,
Been there.
we get through, and we end up the Demon King on the other
Yes,
side.
sir.
Oh, yes. Liam, how about you?
I learned today that wrestling is okay.
Oh, okay.
There's bad guys, there's good guys. We also make people like Hornswoggle fight women like Becky Lynch. So, yeah. Wrestling world, you know?
Okay. All right. Sydney?
I feel like I learned a lot about wrestling in general. Just sitting here and listening to really all of you talk, because I don't really know a lot. And also playing this game was also really fun, even though I had no idea what I was doing and kind of stole somebody else's idea.
That's still
Hey,
that's
Hey,
basically.
I'm just gonna I don't know either.
Yeah, that's basically
I will
like this
say-
is
Yeah.
like this is the first
I
time.
hope you know how many people I have spoken to about this, and not a single person would tell me the rules.
Because there's not really any. Okay,
basically on
okay.
brand.
Got it.
Yeah, but nobody said that to me. Like, every person independently was just like, "Oh, you'll figure it out." What do you mean?
It's like It's like a fun fight club. Okay. Like
We don't talk about Mayhem Mania rules.
No.
We don't tell anybody about the Mayhem Mania rules. It's good. We're just Delilah.
I learned all about Pit Fight and our show that is this Friday coming up, and all of the hard work that the club has kind of put in. I think Liam's really excited, and I want to give a huge shout out to our president, Liam. This was his first year kind of putting on this show, and he's done a really, really good job. He's put in a lot of hard work, and I'm really excited to see it all play out Friday.
There you go. There you go. You're a wonderful shill.
Jeez.
Perfect. Riz, how about you?
I learned that no matter the situation, the lighting in West Newton can make a happy moment a very scary moment.
You talking about the cake
This
moment?
is true.
Yes.
I can confirm.
Okay.
The cake scene with
Yeah, it looked like a
Julia
horror
Lynn.
show when I saw the still from it.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday, Julia.
Happy birthday, Julia! Congratulations on being birthed.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, your
That's an
birth-
achievement.
day of birth.
The day of the birthing. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. What did chat learn?
What did? Hold on. I just faded the entire
Whoa.
show to black.
Whoa.
Sorry, he's got dark in here. There you go. There you go. There's the
Went to
image, by
void.
the way.
There we go.
Oh,
Like, look at that. Look at that lighting.
Julia Lynn, the birthday girl. They love food play in RWA. So there you go. Watch the festivities. Now IndieWrestling.us and RWA March to Victory. Also featuring Enzo Amore. I came back from Cleveland, and I found some gifts on my desk. Apparently Chachi gave me some early birthday gifts. So he got me, because I had to get the story on this, because I thought he got this from at RWA. There's this WrestleMania 2018 special that has the Hardys on it. You know, it's the year that New Day hosted, right? And they were the surprise, so I got to read this. I want to see if our friend is on this. Well, but I love, because I pulled it out, and what did I see was an Enzo and Big Cass cover. I thought for sure he bought this off of Enzo at the RWA show. He's like, no, I bought this issue, and they threw in an Enzo one. I thought that was hilarious since we were doing that show. So there you go. He got me that, and he also got me an old man Han Solo figure, which was nice too. That's in the back. That's in the back with Jericho. Anyways, but that was an aside. But what did I learn? I learned Carson Drake is the fucking best. If you haven't seen him, he's currently NWA television champion. It was when in Rome. He sat there for most of the show on Saturday at NWA Exodus, and was eating expensive food and describing it to us in between matches.
Like on commentary?
No. Just like we would
Just
go,
on
and
comms?
Bowtie Josh would go to him and say, so we're here and here you are and what's going on. And he's telling us about these eggs that are like basically kind of like lined with gold or something like that, and he's just eating in front of the crowd while they're yelling at him, and he said, wait, he yelled at somebody, "You look like depression," or something like that. And it was just like, what the hell is going on here? It's amazing. Again, it's one of those, we were talking, I think, off air a little bit about like, this is one of those where and then something's gonna happen because you're near the ring and stuff like that, right? So like this is the kind of stuff that we got to do for something like this. This is where we talk about with PB Smooth, and they had like the Roman thing, and he's being fed grapes and everything throughout the episode, or the Slime Balls had everybody drinking PP Punch at their party table during one of the shows. So like that's the kind of cool stuff that they do there. But Carson Drake just kills it every time, and man, you just hate the fuck out of him at the end of the day there, right?
What's PP Punch?
What's that?
What's PP Punch?
I will reveal what PP Punch was on Patreon at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show after the show. Intern John, what did you learn from wrestling this week? Without the whole, not everything, but give me one item, because I think it sounds like you have
I learned that Norm Connors can queen out with the best of them.
Yeah. Oh, that is actually true. Yes,
100%.
I got it. Why is that? What did Norm do? Let me see if I can pull the show up.
He came out to Holding Out for a Hero, and every single time the like crash sound effect happened, he would throw his arms in the air and then walk while swiping hair behind his ear that he does not have.
Yeah.
Norm Connors, of course, is the original promoter of IWC, now involved with the Renegade Wrestling Alliance in some fashion. God, I didn't see the show, so I don't know where he came out. But yeah.
It was yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Did you see Megan?
I got you. Also, great to see Megan at RWA. There's Norm Connors in that
little
purple ass suit.
The purple is back.
The purple is back,
There
baby.
Comes, wait, one.
There you go. Okay, he's holding it out. There you go. And pa! Norm is great. Norm has been doing shows since like the early 90s, by the way. What is he doing? He's jogging around the ring. What is
individual in the back.
Nobody in the crowd at RWA.
See the little like hair.
Nobody in the crowd at RWA knows what's going on, I bet, at this point. So
We just hate him because he's heel now.
Yeah. Like that kid definitely hates
But
him.
that kid does not like
that
him
guy
at
in the
all.
background with the referee
Those
shirt
guys,
hates the fuck out of him right now. Because RWA is a beautiful, beautiful, dangerous thing. So there's no that guy's just trying to get a
Wait, was
snack.
that?
I don't know what was happening there. Anyways, we'll talk about that a little bit more on Patreon.
That was Greg Knight.
Was that Greg Knight Rock just strolling through, getting some snacky snacks?
Catering.
From the chat room, True Prince Pro, Matt. I'm going to get you on the show more there, Matt. I learned that no matter how many times the WWE tries to turn the Street Profits heel, it will never work because they're natural baby faces and we all love them too much. They're too damn talented, baby. Carson Drake was an absolutely hilarious during the NWA Exodus show. That dude is a freaking star. Yes. Podner learned that the fourth line really liked beating the shit out of each other during the Hardcore Gauntlet match. Yes. There was a great Hardcore Gauntlet match that was a part of DR Castro's Hardcore Gauntlet match last week on the 880 Wrestling Show. Go check it out. I usually hate gauntlet matches, and it worked out really well. So that was a lot of fun. Fun. Not fun for Zeke Mercer, but, there you'll find out that. Guys, pit fight this Friday, IndieWrestling.us, Pitt Greensburg Campus. Go! It's $10 tickets! Go get it! Go get it. $5 if you have a pit ID. Right? Yes. There you go. Does anybody else want to do the out, get butts in seats promo? Who's ready? Who's ready?
I think Kyle should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go on. Show them how it's done. You've done this before. I think I definitely made you do this before, right?
Probably.
Okay.
You have done this
All right.
before.
You're going to look into that camera right there. Okay? You're going to look straight into that camera.
Get closer. Get closer.
Hold on. No. Here's what we're going to do. No, I'm going to get it on you. There you go.
Sore crotch. We're gonna
look into your soul.
There you go.
Gosh.
All right, right in your soul. You look directly into that camera.
All right.
Talk to the people out in there in internet land to sell this fucking show.
All right. This Friday, all roads lead to Pitt Greensburg, stealing Hank Hudson line, as Pit Fight 5, Victory Through Violence, our most anticipated event of the summer, baby. We're going to be bringing 10 action-packed matches. There'll be pain, there'll be glory, there'll be gold, and all of it for a good cause. Go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Make sure you're there to see people beat the shit out of each other. Hell yeah.
Say mayhem out.
Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.
Do I have a picture with what's in the bag? Yeah. Okay, I have a picture.
Wait, were we supposed to see what's in the bag, Sorg? Oh, I guess it's fine.
Oh.
John, we don't see anything. It's fine.
Oh, sorry.
So we'll be replacing the current championship with it.
Sorg's the champion now. Sorg's, we're supposed to see it now. Never mind. I guess we're supposed to see it. That is fucking amazing.
Dang.
Like it has the Pit logo and everything. It has this as the script on it. Shit.
I told her I was gonna take over making it, but she's not happy. She's scared.
What are you
for
gonna come
my
back
health.
to Macon
Not
from
to
Michigan?
make- No, anybody but Sydney is allowed to make the next weapon.
She's very scared.
Can I group picture with you guys here?
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot! I actually don't think I can come to Pit Fight.
I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know if I can come either because it's Friday and I'm working.
I said I would. My friend's getting a tattoo and I'm sitting with her.
That one's been like tilty a little bit.
That's not a good one. That thing came in such a small box with so many pieces. Maybe with a kind of logo in the background. Well, actually, no, this is good. So, on the back.
Here, you can move the microphone that way.
Swap. Yeah, you can move this.
Oh, that's okay. This way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Aw. Wave. Hi.
I have way too much light. Let's do this way. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
That's gonna be my wrestling gimmick, eating pizza.
Don't forget the bag.
Oh, I wanted to start asking if you guys were going to train after this.
I wish. I went to.
We know a guy-
over the
we know a
summer, I
guy.
went to this one place called Stronghold and trained a little there, and I was like, my body hurts.
They bumped you and hit the ropes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing friggin' somersaults, back salts,
Yep.
for,
Yep.
for jump on my back.
All I'm saying is like you're going through a car crash 30 times a night. Yep. But, you know, hey, at least you figured it out. You're like, but you respect it.
Oh, I still want to do it. It just
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was cool though.
Awesome. All right, guys. You be safe. Thank you so much.
Thanks again,
Thank
Sorg.
you so
Appreciate
much.
it. Will you be there on Friday?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be here the whole damn thing. I don't know if I can show you the people are yet, but I'll be there. One way or another. I'll throw my wife on the camera if we need to.
If you need me to recruit students to help with the tech stuff, I'll be there. Because I think we got like, what, we got 18?
It might be a thing. I just got a new wireless set. I'm going to test it Thursday, so hopefully setup's a lot easier. So I'm gonna
Sweet.
just make it easy for the night. Yeah. So,
Yeah, well, I just need it.
all right.
Cool.
Cool.
Do you need me to send graphics over or anything like that for you?
If you could, if you have a version of the MASH graphics without like the address and stuff on it, you know, like all that promotional stuff, it's just the MASH.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Right.
Hang on. Actually, Emily's making them, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she knows how to do that. Just remind her to send those to me.
Okay.
If I don't, just in case I don't get a chance to. So, yep. All right. Keep it simple. All right. Thanks, guys. Remember the door's locked. All right. Where are we at? Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
We're going to hit record. We're on the Patreon. The pit crew. Yeah, sure. We're on Patreon, whatever. Has just left. And hi, we're hanging. The Riz is here and the intern John is here.
Yeah, so
Proof of life.
PP, whatever, milk, sorg.
What?
PP juice.
PP juice?
What's in the PP juice?
Oh, what's in the So, what was in the PB juice? This is several shows ago, and actually, it's not been publicized the show yet. So, but somebody's working on that allegedly. So the PB punch.
PB punch.
I was like, yeah, they're like telling me the concept as we're setting things up. We're like, okay. Yeah, I forget who I was talking to. That was part of the crew. They're like, okay, then they're gonna have PP punch and da. I was like, yeah, I think it was in the production meeting that we were talking about this. He's like, okay, and he's like, what's the PP punch? Like, I think somebody raised their hand, probably the person who had to drink it. And he's like, yeah, I got a case of Diet Mountain Dew that's been sitting in my car all day.
Oh God. And it was when?
In
August?
It was no, I don't think it was August. It was probably like it might have been like June or July when we did that.
Even better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was definitely warm out when we did that.
So, John, your experience Saturday.
My experience was pretty good, all things considered.
Okay.
My shoulders were sore and I couldn't hold the camera really up the whole time, which was embarrassing, but I mean, like, everything went really smoothly on my end. I didn't have any issues. I was kind of trying to feel out the situation beforehand, and every single time I asked someone about it, the vibe was kind of like, watch your back, like something might happen to you. And I was like, that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not in the same. I mean, but you're used to that from. I mean, honestly, it's kind of the same as 880, but you have more room to move, right?
Yeah.
Also, that's your
it
first.
Was more like I was concerned about the crowd. I was worried about the audience going into it, and it was fine. There was like an annoying couple.
Yeah. No, yeah. And I know
usually
exactly
is.
what you're talking about. The one that's in the corner that I think we told you have their own security at one point.
Oh, that was them.
So which side was John on? Was the stairs?
I was
John
on the
was
side with
on
the crazy people.
Yeah. John was
that
on.
doesn't
The
narrow
crazy
it
people
down.
are the steps.
The crazy people were at the steps?
No, the crazy people were on the opposite side of the steps.
The ones that usually have to hold back from J-Rock?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think they were trying to pick a fight with Rev.
With Rev? Oh, that makes sense, though. Okay. I mean, nothing sounds out of the ordinary so far.
No.
Honestly. No, I mean, it's like there's glimmers of, oh, no, this might be a problem sometimes. But it usually doesn't get too bad. There was a
there were a couple riots.
We haven't had a cops called for like probably 7 years.
Okay.
There's a history, is the thing.
Yeah,
and not like not like the most terrible of history. I mean, obviously there's like some off-color things as we discussed, but nothing that I think is, as long as you're not a bad guy, you're kind of safe. That's the kind of place where you're pretty sure that they would, if they found out who the top heel's car was, it would get keyed every show.
Yep.
Right? Like, I think Dior wasn't he telling us last week about his car getting keyed at a West Virginia show because he was too good at his job, which is like, that's a classic story. Like all the heels got fucked with, if they did well trying to leave the arena, and get mobbed and shit like that. So,
yeah, John, the first time I went to an RWA show, I don't think anybody told you yet. I saw somebody's mother get pal driven.
Oh my.
Nobody told me.
We didn't know, dude.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I think at that point we probably knew. But you were at the DVD table.
No, Missy